I love food. I just want it to love me back.
What are the 5 foods that we should have to help our brain the most?
Salmon, wild salmon, blueberries, walnuts, olive or avocado oil. Healthy protein, chocolate. I make this great brain healthy hot chocolate every
Really?
night for my family.
Really? What
I
is
just
it?
look at the 6 of them that live at home. I'm like, okay, who's up for it tonight? So Costco, of all places, organic, vanilla, unsweetened almond milk, raw cacao. It's a superfood. So organic raw cacao, and a little bit of Sweet Leaf is a company that makes flavored stevia. They make chocolate flavored stevia, and put it in the blender, heat it up. It's phenomenal. Good for me. I love it, and it loves me back.
It loves you back. So salmon, blueberries, walnuts, avocado or avocado oil, raw chocolate are some of the top favorite foods for the brain.
For the brain.
Why are these foods? Is it high in antioxidants? Is it proteins that they have?
Blueberry, it's the phytonutrients. They've actually done studies showing cognitive enhancement with blueberry juice. Salmon, it's the omega-3 fatty acids and the complete protein. Avocados, it's the healthy fat, especially omega-3 fatty acids. Same with walnuts. Your brain is fat. Low-fat diets are bad
Really?
for your brain. People who go on low-fat diets actually have an increased incidence of depression.
Really?
Yeah. So now you don't want bad fats, fried fats particularly. You want healthy fats, avocados, nuts and seeds, green leafy vegetables,
Olive oil is it in there?
olive
too?
oil, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil.
Yeah. So how much food should the brain have? Is it, it's our buddy Dave Asprey talks about fasting a lot. A lot of people are in this fasting craze. If we're not giving the brain food or nutrients for a day, 3 days, 5 days, does that help the brain? Does it reset the brain? Does it hurt the brain?
So intermittent fasting, where you go 12 to 16 hours from dinner to breakfast or lunch, is good. They've actually found there's a term called autophagy,
Yes.
where your brain begins to clean up some of the trash.
So it works in the
that goes
brain
on.
too, not just in the
It
fat
works
cells in
on the
body.
brain
Really?
as well. Now, I grew up Roman Catholic, and long suffering was one of the gifts, and I never got that one. I'm not a fan of long suffering.
Yes.
I'm not doing a marathon. It's like way too much stress for my brain, and I'm not fasting for 3 days, but I can go 12 hours. I
Sure.
mean, that's not a big deal, and it helps people lose weight. It helps them be healthy. And I come from a family of fat people. My dad used to hate when I would say that. But I have a brother who's 150 pounds overweight, despite me loving him, nudging him. And you just have to be thoughtful. Know your vulnerability in Bright Minds. The G is genetics. So know what you're genetically vulnerable to. And, I have to work on it.
What are the other things that you talk about? Are a few main keys? Is it nutrition? Is it sleep?
If we think about Bright Minds, it's just such a good model. So blood flow, B is blood flow, so exercise, and foods like beets that increase blood flow, or supplements like ginkgo that increase blood flow. The R is retirement and aging. New learning is absolutely critical. Your work in studying greatness, you're always learning something new, which is great for the brain.
Retirement plus aging, is that what you said?
Retirement and aging.
So continuing to learn in those stages.
And always putting yourself in an anti-aging environment. So the food you eat, the exercise, new learning, being passionate, never retiring, right? I mean, maybe you go and do something else you like better because you have enough money, but never retirement. Because when you start not doing things, your brain actually starts to disconnect itself.
So when someone retires at 60, 70, 75, and they say, I'm just going to sit on the beach for the next however long, enjoy my family time, enjoy the money I've had, and relax. What happens to those people if they don't have a purposeful mission in their life beyond relaxation? What happens? Or what
Their
tends
brain
to-
disconnects itself.
Really?
They have a higher incidence of dementia. And my dad worked until he died when he was almost 91. And he's like, when my friends retire, they die.
Really?
And now, if you retire because you really didn't love what you were doing
Right, right,
anyways,
right.
and you go off and do something you love,
Right.
maybe not golf, because you're around all those toxins on the green, maybe not golf, but if you're doing things you love and you're always learning, well, that's awesome.
different,
That's a
yeah.
really good thing.
So you can retire from your job, don't retire from your life.
Don't retire from your life.
Stay connected in some meaningful pursuit.
Absolutely critical to keeping young. And then the I is inflammation. This is the big bad actor, because inflammation in your body, which comes from eating processed foods, one of the surprising things comes from gum disease. If you're not a flosser,
Really?
you need to floss. I'm a flossing
Me too.
fool.
I do twice a day.
I wasn't that way
I wasn't
until I
either.
started reading the studies
Really?
that people who have gum disease have a higher incidence of heart disease, but also a higher incidence of brain disease. They actually found gum bacteria higher in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease.
Wow.
And so omega-3 fatty acids decrease inflammation, fruits and vegetables decrease inflammation, flossing, and probiotics, getting your gut healthy. There's this huge connection between the brain and the gut, because inflammation often comes from having an unhealthy gut, either from infections or the lousy food that you're eating. And the G is genetics. You need to know your vulnerability, but genes aren't a death sentence. What they should be is a wake-up call to know what you're vulnerable to. I have heart disease and obesity in my family. I don't have heart disease and I'm not obese. Why? Because I'm always on a prevention program. You just want to be serious as soon as you know what your risks are.
Right. Okay.
H is head trauma, which we talked about. Brain is soft, skull is hard. There are 3 million new head injuries every year in the United States. This is a big deal.
Wait, 3 million new head injuries? Is that
Every year.
Is that from car accidents or
Falls.
sports, falls, everything?
Everything.
Wow.
You know, being hit,
Domestic violence, whatever it might be, anything. Gunshot, whatever.
whatever. 3 million.
3 million.
Which means most people live over the last 30 years. That's 90 million people in the United States who
my
struggle
gosh.
with the effects of traumatic brain injury. Very high in prison populations, very high in people who struggle with psychiatric diseases. And then T is toxins. And so you go, what can I do to support my brain? Well, one, avoid them. Alcohol is not a health food. My biggest blog last year was titled, I Told You So. And when I dated my wife, Tana, and I think you met my wife, she's awesome. And when we were dating, she said,
Current wife.
my current
Not
wife,
the 20, yeah.
not the 20 year. She said, I'll never tell you I told you so. She lied. She just flat out lied to me. It's like her favorite thing to say. But I've been telling people ever since I started imaging, alcohol's not a health food. And our first clinic was right next to the Napa Valley, so it was not a popular thing to say. But it's just what I saw. And then there's a study from Johns Hopkins that say people who drink every day have smaller brains.
Wow.
And then last year, the American Cancer Society came out and said any alcohol is associated with an increased risk in cancer. 7 different cancers.
Oh, any
And
alcohol.
Any alcohol.
Man, that
and
hurt.
so my
Every
blog,
wine drinker is saying, no, you're wrong. No, I'm not listening to this
Right.
right now. What about a glass once or twice a week? What about the nutrients from the
well,
grapes?
again,
All
if
these
you're going to
things.
do something that's bad for your brain, you should be doing other things that are
Yeah.
good for your brain, right? It doesn't mean you can never have a drink, but just know it's not a healthful
Yeah.
thing to do. So you want to do the other things.
Yeah, like when I eat a bowl of ice cream and pizza, I know it's not helping my brain.
Right. And if you do it once a month, it's like not the biggest deal
Exactly.
in the world. But then, because here we're talking about tea for toxins, you want to support the 4 organs of detoxification. So your kidneys drink more water, your gut eat more fiber. In my shake every morning, I put fiber in it. For your liver, kill the alcohol and eat detoxifying vegetables. They're called brassicas, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, broccoli, kale. And take infrared saunas. People who
Really?
take the most saunas have the lowest incidence
Come
of
on.
Alzheimer's disease.
Really?
Because it detoxifies you. And there's actually a study in the Journal of the American Medical Association. People with major depression took 1 infrared sauna, their mood was better. Well, how cool is that? I mean, that's like simple. There's no side effects mostly to taking a 25-minute sauna.
So is it infrared or any type of sauna?
Well, it's
It's-
probably any type of sauna,
Right.
but the study was on infrared.
Infrared, gotcha. But anything that's releasing the toxins, any heat exposure,
And
not too
sweat.
much. Yeah,
Sweating with
Working out.
exercise or saunas is detoxifying for you.
Yeah.
And this isn't hard, right? Like not one thing I've said
Right.
so far is hard. The M in Bright Minds is mental health. This is where you learn to kill the ants and tame the dragon. So ANT stands for automatic negative thoughts, the thoughts that come into your mind automatically and ruin your day. And the exercise is super simple. Whenever you feel sad or mad or nervous or out of control, write down what you're thinking. And then just ask yourself if it's true. You don't have to believe every stupid thing you think.